Hello and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, your host for the program. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We've got 5 guests today, and we're going to start with Trisha Langlois. She is with the New Orleans Athletic Club. Havilah Malone. Havilah is the celebrity maker, and she's a part of Proof of What's Possible, Inc., and got a big seminar coming up she's going to be talking about. Laura Scariano is with Tipitina's Foundation. We always love having them on the show. Instruments of Coming is a big event they've got coming up. Peggy Mendoza. Peggy is with City Near New Orleans. They've got a big event coming up. She's going to be talking about that. And finally, Malana Joseph Mitchell, Lemonade Day, Louisiana. They're going to be talking about that and how our kids can get involved across the state in Lemonade Day. We've got a great show lined up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Kids are good at spending money, but thanks to Lemonade Day, they'll learn how great it feels to make their own. Lemonade Day helps teach kids how to build their own stand, run their own business, earn their own money while squeezing in a lot of fun. To give your kids a brighter future, give them a little taste of success today with Lemonade Day.
We're Louisiana Lemonade Day founders Todd Graves
and John Georges.
When your kids build a lemonade stand, they're building confidence and a brighter future.
So sign them up for Lemonade Day, Saturday, April 30th at louisiana.lemonadeday.org.
And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Our first guest is Trisha Langlois. Trisha is with the New Orleans Athletic Club. Trisha, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me,
Thanks
Steve.
for being here.
It. Yeah.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, the New Orleans Athletic Club is what, the second oldest?
Second oldest health club in the country. Yes,
that is
sir.
Incredible.
Yes, sir. A lot of history here.
And tell a little bit about the club, just you know, how you got involved and so forth.
So it actually started as an all-men's gymnastic club back in 1872.
Wow.
From there, it evolved into a men's athletic club, and it currently resides at 222 North Rampart.
Okay.
We've been in that building since 1929.
Wow.
So it's a beautiful space. It's really something that you gotta put your eyes on to believe it. But yes, sir, we have a little bit of something for everybody at the health club. So anything from boxing to swimming to all of your health and fitness needs.
And Trisha, your website, we'll put it on the screen, is neworleansathleticClub.com. Again, all information on the club can be found on the website and so
Absolutely.
forth. I want to make sure we've got enough time. You've got a big event coming up. Now, I hope I got this right. The 109th annual Turkey Day race.
Yes, sir.
Incredible.
109 years of raising money for nonprofits.
And tell a little bit about the race, how you get involved in it and so forth.
So early registration has been opened. It's a discounted fee of $20 for entry up until the 30th of this month of March. And then, of course, you can still register after that. You can go to the website, runnotc.org, and you scroll down through the races and go to the Turkey Day race, and you can sign up there.
And where's it held at?
It is held at Tad Gormley. It starts at Tad Gormley, but it is a race around City Park.
And how long a run is it?
5 miles. We actually also offer the half mile for our youngins so they can participate as well.
And your old ones.
And our old ones.
Now, the athletic club, you guys, this is a fundraiser, and I know last year you were very successful in raising. What organizations do you raise money for?
So all of our proceeds go to charitable organizations, one of them being Spinal Bifida. Greater New Orleans Spinal Bifida actually puts on a summer camp every year called Camp Friendship. We've been supporting this camp for over 30 years, and what it does is it allows children and young adults with spinal bifida the opportunity to go and kind of have a summer camp like a normal kid for a week.
That's awesome.
We have high school students that are trained as counselors to spend this time with these kids, and it's just been really a great organization. Other than that, we also have the Volunteers of America Lighthouse Program, which is absolutely wonderful. The Volunteers of America have so many great organizations. This is just one we get to put our hands in, and it actually is an after-school and before-care program that teaches kids discipline through martial arts. Jason Horn is the director of that program, and he just does an excellent job of getting these kids to really learn discipline and excel. So.
And I on the race itself on November 24th, I would think that'd be a great family way to come out and have a lot of fun with the family, guests, friends, and so forth, who are in for Thanksgiving and so forth.
Absolutely. Steve, right before we hit that big decline for the holidays, where we really slow down and do a lot of eating, it's an actual great way to, jumpstart that metabolism and get in a race the morning before you have a lot of turkey.
Yeah. Hey, let me do this. I'm going to wrap you up real quick. Again, the website, we're going to put that on the screen, is neworleansathleticClub.com. All information on the athletic club as well as the turkey race can be found on that website. Trisha, thanks so much for being here. Stay with us. We've got more guests. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. It is always a thrill to have Havilah Malone on the show. Havilah is with the organization Proof of What's Possible. I could spend the whole introduction just talking about who she is and what she does. She's a celebrity maker. She's a best-selling author. She's a speaker. She's just absolutely an incredible lady. And I got to be honest with you, Havilah, I've been waiting all day to see you. You just inspire people, just honestly, by just your attitude and your smile and everything. It is a pleasure to have you here. I got to stop because I keep going all the time. Proof of What's Possible, Inc. A little bit about just what you're all about, what you do.
Absolutely. It's about helping entrepreneurs and professionals to break through to their next level. It is really about helping people who have a message, a product, a service to be able to get it out there and get it to the right people in the right time.
And we as people that are selling that product, we're the ones that do that, and it's important to know how to do that. And with that, you have something called Unleash Your Gifts Empowerment Experience coming up. That sounds incredible.
Oh, it is an incredible event. And that is really about helping people to be able to break through. Like, everybody has something of value to offer to the world. You know, whether that you have a book that's inside of you, you have a business that it's time for you to unleash and unlock. And a lot of times we're the ones who are getting our own way, or we just don't know what's the next step. Like, what's the thing that we do to move forward? And so, you know, some of our friends got together who networked together and worked together and said, you know what, it's time for us to be able to help people to a whole nother level and get them the information that they need to be able to accomplish their dreams and unleash their gifts.
And it's going to be held on April the 16th at location?
The Esplanade Mall. So in Kenner, Louisiana, will be on the second floor on the Macy's side. And the Esplanade has been amazing with, you know, helping us to bring this together and embracing us with open arms.
Good
oh,
parking.
It is. Free parking,
Places
you know. Yes.
Starting at what time and ending?
It'll be from 2 to 5 p.m. on April 16th.
And I'm sure something like this is pretty expensive.
Ordinarily, it would be extremely expensive, but for this event, we're actually offering it free
That's
of cost.
But
there are limited seats, so people do need to go and register to get their seats.
And that was going to be my next question. We're going to put your website on the screen. All the information on the event can be found on the website. Can you register on the website because of limited seating?
Absolutely. You can just go to unleashyourgifts.eventbrite.com and you can go ahead and get your seat and get more information about the event.
And some of the speakers are going to be?
We have Oliver Thomas, who is a Man of the Year. We also have Sandra Richardson, who is a sales coach and a professional speaker. We have Tegan Morrisfelder, who is a social media and marketing expert. And then we also have myself that'll be on the panel, and Kenny Nguyen, who is actually the CEO of Big Fish Presentations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And is this something that people can ask questions to the panel and things like that as well?
Yes.
Okay.
What makes this really unique is that it's an interactive panel discussion.
Super.
So you get to ask your specific questions and not just sit there and listen to great information, but be a part of the conversation.
Okay. Again, absolutely free, April the 16th, Esplanade Mall toward the Macy's side. Can register on the website. Havilah, always, always, always great to have you here. Best of success with the event. We've got a few more guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. It's always great to have our good friends from Tipitina's Foundation on the show. And today we have the pleasure of welcoming Laura Scariano. Laura is the Director of Development for Tipitina's Foundation, and you've been there a whopping 2 months?
Not even, yes.
Not even
correct.
that. And they threw you in and said, hey, you got to go do this interview
Here
today.
I am.
Yeah. All right.
It's my first one.
We're very happy to have you, and we always love having Bethany on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Tipitina's Foundation. God, what a great organization, and the support that they give for the music industry in New Orleans. God, what is the mission statement of the foundation? Because it is about giving back.
Correct. We work to preserve New Orleans and Louisiana's unique music culture by supporting local musicians. We provide band instruments to the local bands, and we support the adult musicians as well with the music co-op, and we have youth workshops that are free. They're every other weekend at Tipitina's.
That's awesome. I mean, that's just, everybody knows Tipitina's, and the foundation does such a great job with that. You've got a huge event coming up on April the 25th, Instruments A Coming.
Yes.
What a great name for an event. Talk a little bit about that.
Thank you. So it's our 15th annual Instruments A Coming event. And Instruments A Coming is the program where we give the instruments directly to the the band programs in the high schools. And the application actually is open right now. So
And can you go online and do applications? And we'll put the website on
yes,
the
you can
screen?
go on tipitinasfoundation.org,
Okay.
and you have to do that by April 15th.
All right.
For established band programs, and we provide the instruments. And for the event, it's it's Monday, April 25th, and it's free.
An outdoor street festival.
Yes.
Wow. In New Orleans, no less.
Yes, so that's uptown Napoleon and Chapatoulas, starts at 6 p.m., and there will be a battle of the bands from some of our recipient schools. We'll have Roots of Music, and that's actually a program, not a school. So we'll have
Yeah.
Roots of Music and Mary D. Coghill School, and then we'll have Edna Carr and Warren Easton for Battle of the Bands.
And Laura, this is something that if you want to get VIP tickets, you can, and they are how much?
Yes, they're $200.
And this is a fundraiser. Right? All the money goes back to the Instruments Are Coming program, right?
Yes, it goes directly to purchasing instruments in the New Orleans area. Because we're actually located in 7 cities throughout the state.
I didn't realize that until you said that.
A lot of people don't realize
But this
that.
event strictly benefits New Orleans, right?
Exactly, the greater New Orleans area.
Okay.
Exactly. All the money goes back to buying the instruments. We're going to have a silent auction outside as well.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And then at 8 o'clock, there's a ticketed benefit concert with Galactic, Anders Osborne, Walter Wolfman, Washington and the Roadmasters, Bo Dallas, and the Wild Magnolias, and the Ninth Power, and the interns are going to get up and perform.
Oh, that is incredible. Again, Tipitina's Foundation does such a great job. Always a pleasure to have you guys on the show. Always love having Bethany on the show. To be there for 2 months, you did a great job. You got everything, all the information out there, so congratulations on that. Again, it is April the 25th. Instruments Are Coming. All the information can be found on the website. Laura, please come back. Keep talking about Tipitina's Foundation to us. Best of luck with the event.
Thank you so much.
All right, we've got 2 more guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. It is always a pleasure to have Peggy Mendoza on the show. Peggy is the Executive Director and Vice President for City Year New Orleans. Peggy, thank you so much for taking time to come be on the show. I know you've got a lot going on right now. Always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Well, thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
You've got a big event coming up. We want to talk about that. But first, talk about the mission of City Year New Orleans, a little bit about who you are, what you do, and so forth.
Would love to. So City Year New Orleans, we are a education-based nonprofit. We're actually an AmeriCorps program, so like an urban Peace Corps. We recruit young people from all over the country. We train them and we put them in teams of 10 in the public schools here in New Orleans to help kids who are behind grade level. We actually help them come to school. We call it the ABCs, attendance, behavior, course performance. So we make sure they're coming to school because you can't learn if you're not in school.
That's right.
We help them with behavior, so helping teachers do behavior management in the classroom. You can't learn if you're not focused on what the teacher's saying. And we focus on kids who are about 2 grade levels behind in school. So if you're a 3rd grader and you may be reading at a 1st grade level or doing math in a 1st grade level, our AmeriCorps members work with those kids specifically to help them get back on track.
Yeah, and City Year Schoolhouse Rock is an incredible event coming up on April the 20th. Talk a little bit about that.
So we're super excited about that. We are back at Rosie's Jazz Hall again this year. It's our annual fundraiser. We have a great honoree, Gary Solomon Senior, and we're really excited to have him and honor him. He's been supporting us for the last 10 years since we first came to City Year, was brought to Louisiana, and we're really excited to be able to honor him. He's wonderful in the community,
yeah,
and
yeah. So fundraiser, there's a cost to get in, right?
Yes.
Talk about that.
So it's a $100 ticket, but food and drink and music. And you get to meet all of our AmeriCorps members. We got almost 45 AmeriCorps members serving in 5 schools in New Orleans. So you get to meet with them and talk to them and about the work that they do and how they're serving New Orleans and the students here.
And are most of the kids, they're from here, right? The kids are from here?
So our AmeriCorps members come from all over the country.
Okay.
So they're about 75% of them come from outside of Louisiana, but about 50% of them end up staying here.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. What ages are they?
So about average age 23. They're all college graduates.
Okay.
Like I said, about 50% of them end up staying in New Orleans and staying in education. So many of them stay on to be teachers here.
Okay. And Peggy, we're going to put the website on the screen.
Great.
All the information on upcoming Schoolhouse Rock can be found on the website as well as information for City Year New Orleans.
Absolutely.
Best of success to you. You guys do such an incredible job. Thank you so much for taking time to be on the show. Please continue to come back and update us on the school and how you're doing with the organization. Just love having you on the show. Love what you guys are doing for the city. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, we've got one more guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Kids are good at spending money, but thanks to Lemonade Day, they'll learn how great it feels to make their own. Lemonade Day helps teach kids how to build their own stand, run their own business, earn their own money while squeezing in a lot of fun. To give your kids a brighter future, give them a little taste of success today with Lemonade Day.
We're Louisiana Lemonade Day founders Todd Graves.
and John Georges.
When your kids build a lemonade stand, they're building confidence and a brighter future.
So sign them up for Lemonade Day, Saturday, April 30th at louisiana.lemonadeday.org.
And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Our final guest today is Malana Joseph Mitchell. Malana is the spokesperson for Louisiana Day, Louisiana. With all this stuff on the table right here, I would never guess we're going to be talking about lemonade.
Oh, yeah, I had to bring Lemmy, my trusted friends, for this interview.
Malana, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
This is what an incredible concept is. The organization, Lemonade Day, Louisiana, what is the mission of the organization?
The mission is simple: empowering today's youth to be tomorrow's young entrepreneurs.
Well, I got to be honest with you. As I was reading this, and the history of this is so neat, because who has not had, growing up, a lemonade stand or whatever, and at the time as children, I don't think we honestly think we're doing it to learn about business, and yet this is something that teaches you business. And with that, you've got Lemonade Day is Saturday, April the 30th. Talk a little bit about that day and what's going to happen that day.
Well, it's so interesting that you said about, as a kid, about Lemonade Day. Our founders, John Georges and Todd Graves. John Georges, of course, is a successful businessman.
I can only imagine what John Georges' lemonade stand must have looked like.
And Todd Graves, who's the founder and CEO of Raising Cane's, you know, they all had lemonade stands and did different things as a kid. And of course, look how successful they are.
Absolutely.
And so what we want is kids across Louisiana to register for the program. They can visit our website, louisiana.lemonadeday.org. And it's a really fun program because you never know the life experiences that you had as a kid that can teach you to propel you to be a successful businesswoman or businessman. So on Saturday, April 30th, we're expecting 20,000 kids, biggest to date, kids across the state to participate in this program. So as John Georges says, we're opening 20,000 new businesses on Lemonade Day.
Hey, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. So your website is louisiana.lemonadeday.org. We'll put that on the screen. All the information about Lemonade Day can be found on that website, how to get involved and what it's all about and so forth. Is this something you don't really need to register for this, do you? Or
Yeah, actually. So it's not just, what we want to do is not just, of course, obviously open up your lemonade business on April 30th. So what we do is we have an entrepreneurship workbook that is included in these cute backpacks that you see that'll be available at Raising Cane's restaurant anywhere in the state. And so basically it's a workbook that helps kids to understand the premise of business. So the whole premise of Lemonade besides empowering kids is to spend a little, save a little, share a little. So you're supposed to learn your first lesson at being an investor. So if I'm the parent, if I give my child $20, they have a profit of $50. So ideally they pay back the investor, they save some from themselves, and donate a portion of those proceeds to charity.
That's just absolutely incredible. And now this is statewide, right?
Statewide, yeah. We started back in 2010. We had 3,000 kids the first year. We had 18,000 last year, and this year we're expecting 20,000 kids across Louisiana to be young entrepreneurs.
That is absolutely incredible.
And usually the program is for kids between the ages of 4 and 18.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Hey, they're wrapping me up, Malana. I just want to say congratulations. What a novel idea for parents. As kids, again, we just never think that we're doing anything regarding business with something like this, but it is a great opportunity for parents to instill business practices in their kids. Thank you for your involvement in this.
Yeah, no problem.
I think it's absolutely phenomenal. Again, it's Louisiana Lemonade Day on Saturday, April the 30th. All the information can be found on the website. You've been watching Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, and we'll see you next time.